Ridiculous Crime is a production of iHeartRadio.
Zaron.
What's up, Elizabeth Dutton?
Nothing much. You know what's ridiculous?
I saw this and thought of you and your time in Vegas. Do you remember Montecore the White Lion?
Oh, yes, Siegfried and Roy.
Yeah, Siegfried Roy's big cat that attacked Roy and dragged him off stage like a rag doll. Did you know Montecore had a TV show?
No.
Well, not exactly him, but in 2004, there was a CGI animated series that debuted on NBC called Father of the Pride, about a family of white lions. The father was played by John Goodman, right, as the star of Siegfried and Roy's magic show. The reason you don't remember the show is it was one of the worst flops of all time. Now, it had a good cast. John Goodman as the White Lion. His wife was Cheryl Hines from Curb Your Enthusiasm. Carl Reiner played her father. Orlando Jones was a gopher. But there were parts of the show that didn't age well, like the Flamengo, who was a soprano-style gangster from South Jersey. There was Dom DeLuise as a gay leopard. There were two lesbian gophers named Chimmy and Chonga. A panda named Fu Lin, played by Lisa Kudrow from Friends.
Oh, ouch.
And I'm not kidding, Kelsey Grammer as himself. Now, what was this show like? Well, in the second episode, John Goodman, as the White Lion, confronts a scheming tiger trying to steal his spot in the magic show. When things are about to get violent, the upstart tiger's like pleading for mercy with John Goodman because he's about to beat on him. And he's like, "I'm a whore for applause. And you wouldn't hit a whore, would you?" This was an animated show. Now, just months before the show premiered, Roy was attacked by Montecore. So Roy, he has to he's in there hitting the White Lion in front of the Vegas show, right? So that's what everyone remembers when this show debuts is Roy hitting the tiger on the head with the mic going, "Release, release, release," right? So Montecore eventually did release Roy. The show, though, did not survive and was canceled really quickly because audiences were like, what the hell is this weird bestiality show for kids that has a lion voiced by John Goodman who keeps putting whipped cream on his nipples?
It was for kids? When it was a Saturday morning
No,
thing?
it was for adults, but everyone thought it was for kids because it was animated and it had John Goodman playing a lion in a magic show. It's like, wait, how could this be for adults?
Oh, my goodness.
They're like, no, this is for adults because we have Mad About You. Real quote from an NBC executive.
That's a real, no.
Yeah. Ridiculous, right?
Yeah.
I saw that and thought of you in Vegas.
Thank you. That's ridiculous. My time as a lion in the Siegfried and Roy show was rough. I don't like to talk about it too much. Okay, that's cool. That's ridiculous. Do you want to know what else is ridiculous?
Oh, I'm here for it.
Paying criminals to commit crimes for entertainment.
Ooh.
This is Ridiculous Crime, a podcast about absurd and outrageous capers, heists, cons. It's always 99% murder-free and 100% ridiculous. Zaron.
Elizabeth.
I know I've said this to you many times before, but I don't really watch television.
Yes, you have said that many times. I've never believed you, but you've said it many times.
I'm just not a television person.
No, not at all.
Except for the hit Fox TV show 911 or Sons of Anarchy.
Also that.
Parks and Rec.
There was that one.
All the flavors of Law and Order.
Yeah, boom, 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 yep.
Or Succession.
Yeah, there was another one that you don't watch.
Or any Masterpiece Mystery.
Another one you almost always never watch.
Last Kingdom.
Yep.
Vikings,
bang.
Vikings, they go hand in hand. Oh, Gardener's World.
You love not watching that show.
I love not watching it. Barry, have you ever seen that? I've never seen it.
Never once.
Call the Midwife.
Oh, yes, your other classic never to watch.
South Side.
Yeah, just banging out
a sleeper hit I've never seen. So I don't really watch TV.
No, you're barely familiar with the medium.
If I did... If I did watch TV, the one thing I would watch...
If you were to get loose, one might say.
If the juice in me was this, I would watch a little show called The Heist.
We've heard about this show.
Yes, I mentioned it briefly when I told the tale of Arno Funke.
Yeah, my man Arno Funke.
He was on the show.
Yeah.
So today, I'm going to tell you about the show itself. And you're going to meet a bunch of characters, and some of those in the future are going to get their own episodes.
Oh, so it's like a teaser and a pleaser.
I'm just dipping into the well. I'm taking one of those carved wooden cups, and I'm dipping it into the well, and you're drinking greedily from it.
Oh, wow. I'm so excited as a Viking lover.
Spoiler alert, there's Giardia in the water.
It's not my first time.
All right, so anyway, The Heist. December 2004.
Yes.
Channel 4 in the UK. They aired a 3-part TV show called The Heist. This is the show that I said I would watch if I were to watch television.
Yeah, if you ever got around to deigning to watch television.
I'm just not a TV person.
You could find the remote.
The show, created, written, and directed by David Glover, no relation to Donald or Danny.
I was going to ask.
And Rudolph Herzog.
No relation to Whitey?
No relation to Whitey, son of Werner.
Oh,
but I think I said that in the Arno Funke.
I went the wrong way on that? No.
So, see, now that's another television show I tried watching, but I gave up on.
Yes, I remember that one.
That happens a lot. I don't watch TV. So a group of 5 former criminal masterminds were put together to accomplish an assigned heist. They were not allowed to use violence or any threat of violence.
And they don't get to pick each other? They're just assigned?
No, they're assigned. They're just like cellmates, I suppose. They can't cause any kind of criminal damage either.
Okay.
So, but other than that, all bets are off. Anything goes. Knock yourself out.
Knocking a pane out of a window be considered criminal damage?
Yeah, because someone's got to pay for it.
Okay, I was wondering.
Yeah. So David Glover, one of the creators, explained, quote, "The series is more about looking at the psychology of the criminal mind rather than the mechanics of the crime itself, and we hope it also demystifies that movie-style image of organized crime."
Yes, I'm sorry. Sir, your reality show, I'm sure, will do exactly
it's
that.
Be a hard-hitting,
it'll undo a century of cinema.
Psychological profile. So the institutions being robbed, they were privy to the fact that they were being targeted, right? But they didn't know how.
Oh, okay. So it's like one of those, like the secret CEO shows.
Yes.
Okay.
I've never seen that.
Yeah, I don't.
But like when they wear like a fake beard. And
and they pretend to be like, I don't
watch TV. He says.
I don't watch TV more than you.
Well,
Les, I don't know which way this goes.
I think we're existing on 2 planes. Because see, I don't watch TV. And you watch a lot of TV.
Yes, exactly.
So it's hard to compare.
Yeah. How would you compare apples to bananas or spaceships?
Apples to apples. All right. So back to Glover, the undercover lover. He said, quote, "Getting permission from the people and places we targeted was quite tricky.
One might imagine.
Some were worried that we'd expose flaws in their security. Others were just a bit snooty and said no outright. Rare. But there were some who were confident in their security and bold enough to let us put it to the test."
Bold enough. I like that.
Yeah.
Total producer talk. I like it. You're bold enough to let us mess up your business.
Bold enough to let us rob you. So who were these master thieves, these ridiculous criminals?
Do I have to guess?
Well, we already know one.
Arno Funke.
Yeah, so they 1 out of 5. Gangster Joey Pyle.
Unfortunate name.
I know, right?
Hey, Joey Hemorrhoids.
Burglar Peter Scott.
Okay.
2 first names.
Always a crowd pleaser.
Armed robber Terry Smith.
Okay.
Tabby. Cyber expert Matthew Bevan.
Okay, right.
And then none other than Arno Funke, ridiculous extortionist. I promise, like I said, I'm going to tell you about some of these other guys in the future, but right now...
Especially Joey Hemorrhoids.
Joey Hemorrhoids. But Zaron, I need you to focus. Okay, We're talking about the heist here.
Right.
Joey Pyle, the gangster. He was given the title of boss for the show, so he's the one who convenes these meetings and
so a little slight Stanford prison
gavel.
Experiment.
Yeah.
You're in charge.
Yeah, they follow the rules of order. Terry Smith, though, the armed robber, he ends up coming up with most of the ideas and executing the crimes.
Okay.
So it's sort of like if I were to have watched The Sopranos, if I watched TV, it's sort of like a Tony Uncle June situation.
Okay.
I've been told
through this.
Well, no, I've just been told, and from what I've picked up, in chatter, online chatter, I think we call it
in the forums,
is that Joey would be Uncle June and that Terry Smith would be Tony.
Yeah.
Stone. Yeah.
You're doing really well on guessing.
I stay open to people's... I actually, unlike you, actually listen when people are telling stories.
You're an antenna to the culture.
You're a good listener. So Werner Herzog's boy said, quote, "We met some wild characters on the way. Some of them we could not use because they were too crazy or had some sort of dark past that made them unfeasible. Sounds like researching crimes for this show." Zing!
Hey, quick question.
Sure.
You keep saying Werner Herzog. I know who the guy is. He's the German. Could you bring him to life, do an impression of him so I can understand what he sounds like? Because I know everybody's like, oh yeah, it sounds like Werner Herzog. So it's iconic.
Okay,
Take
hold
a
on. I
second.
need
Take a
to.
second.
Okay.
I didn't mean to put you on the spot.
That's okay. I mean, it's always in me. It's always a fire burning
I know, it's right
inside,
next to
but
the
I just
surface.
have to open up the flue and let it smoke. Okay, so. Hey, everybody, it's me, Werner Herzog. I'm a hitch in a Fitzcarraldo and pull down my pants.
That's him. That's him.
Right?
Right. Okay.
Right?
Word.
There it was.
Thank you for doing that.
Oh,
I
gosh,
appreciate
of course,
that.
of course. I like to, share my blessings. Joey Pyle. Jimmy Hemorrhoids. Joey Pyle, he was born in the East End of London.
Oh, right.
He later said that when they say, where were you born? Into the gangster business.
Yes, the baby he
okay.
was stealing milk.
Okay. He became friends with the notorious Cray twins when they were
snap.
young boxers together.
That's a brutal pair.
So that's just, you know what I'm talking about.
yeah,
but
the Cray twins and Bronson are like the two English gangsters. I'm like, ooh.
Yeah, so Ronald and Reginald Cray, identical twins, nightclub owners, gangsters,
Bad men.
jailbirds.
Yeah.
Their gang was called the Firm. They basically ran organized crime in the East End for like the 50s and 60s.
There's a great Tom Hardy movie about this if you want to see it.
Yes.
He
I
plays
watch
both
movies.
brothers.
Oh,
Have you
that's
seen
right.
this? Okay, I probably saw it on TV.
Remember when that Tom Cruise movie, The Firm, came out in the early 90s?
When he was early getting known as a runner.
Oh, yeah. Run your little legs. That was him. Every time the ad came on TV, and they would close the ad by saying The Firm.
Yeah.
My brother, Travis Dutton, A's fan, man behind the guitar on the theme song, he would say in a really deep announcer voice, buttocks.
Just matching the tone.
Yeah, and my grandma would get really mad at him. We were in our 40s back then, in the 90s. So anyway, The Firm, buttocks. I can't see the words "the Firm" without
I
thinking
feel
that.
you.
Thank you for letting me out. Anyway, Cray brothers. So they're mixed up in murders, which is why they're not going to get their own episode here. Arson, robbery, beatings, vice, protection rackets, you name it.
Extortion, yeah.
They eventually got matching life sentences because they're twinsies. Joey Pyle, how does he play into this?
He knew the Cray brothers, so he's probably a hardcore British hardman.
He was best man at Ronnie Cray's wedding.
Ooh, damn. He had to give a speech to Ronnie Cray's wedding.
And his like hands all shaking, everyone's staring at him.
He's like, remember that time with that one? Never mind, I won't get into it.
Yeah. So when he was 19 years old, Pyle, he got convicted for stealing cars, sentenced to 3 months in prison. 5 years later, he gets arrested for the murder of a nightclub owner. He was acquitted for murder, but sentenced to 18 months in jail for assault.
So he did like part of the murder? Like
Well,
the first part?
He
Like, right
was
up to the assault.
acquitted. He was not guilty.
I know, but the beating part, the assault.
Yeah,
like,
he whooped him good. After that, he was arrested many more times, but rarely convicted.
Okay.
And he would often give his occupation as car dealer.
We've talked about this. The used
We
car
know
dealers.
all about the English hardman car dealers.
Like import or export, used car dealer.
Well, and
so
then
you're in crime.
He said he was a street trader,
There we go.
I guess selling socks at the flea market, and also simply a, quote, businessman. Let's be real. He was a professional criminal and a drug dealer. He also apparently directed a music video for Gary Newman.
The British guy, Gary Newman?
I don't know which one. I spent
I can't imagine it's
way
good.
too much time
Did you try for it?
trying to find it. I found a list of all of the Gary Newman videos, and then many of them have unknown as the director. So I couldn't find the specific one. He said he was free from a life of crime then, and he found a new career working in, quote, music industry management. Buddy, I got news for you. You have not left the criminal underworld. So this show takes place in 2004. Joey Pyle passed away in 2007 at the age of 69. Over 1,000 people attended his funeral, including Bruce Reynolds, the man behind the great train robbery.
Oh, okay.
That's something I'm going to tell you about in a future
Word.
episode. And
Good
then
one.
Charlie Richardson, who was once the most feared gangster in London.
Oh, word. I actually don't know him.
That's Joey Pyle.
Yeah, good on you, Joe.
The next we have Matthew Bevan.
He's our computer expert.
He was the scooter computer. He was born in either 73 or 74. He keeps it loose. Who's to
It was
say?
the 70s.
Yeah, he's Welsh. He was bullied a lot as a kid, but he found, welcome and succor in the online community. He learned how to hack the phone system so that he could call any number in the world for free. And that's called phreaking.
Yeah, PH.
Yep. Through hacker forums, he soon learned other skills. So he explained in an interview on the show that he didn't have any real friends. He spent all his time hacking, got really good at it, especially as more computers started getting networked in.
He's right on time for that. He's coming in, yeah.
Completely. So he starts hacking smaller systems, businesses, universities, whatever.
Back then, mainframes.
Yeah, and then he goes into military systems. That's when he's getting into the old Matthew Broderick
War games.
bad territory.
Would you like to play a game?
Yes. So he heard about hackers breaking into Army and Navy bases to find out information about UFOs. And he's like, that is where I need to be in this life. So
couldn't be going and like hacking the IRS.
Are you kidding me? No.
I'm going to hack to find out if there's aliens.
Exactly. Get to the real good stuff. Spring of 94, he's 21 years old. He hacks into a computer network at Griffiths Air Force Base Research Laboratory. And he used his hacker nickname, his hacker handle was Kuji.
Oh,
whatever.
That's pretty cool.
So he said he did it because he was looking for information to prove UFO conspiracies. And then right after him, he just stops on his own volition. He's like, I'm done.
Did he get what he wanted to find?
I guess. He said, no, this is what he did in a way. He said he stopped because he met a girl.
Oh, okay.
And that
he's like, forget aliens. I found a human woman.
A human girl. And I'm way more interested in spending time with her than sitting at this computer. So he gets a job working as a computer program for an insurance company. 96, while at the office, he gets arrested, quote, in connection with hacking incidences relating to several sensitive U.S. Air Force, NASA, and NATO establishments. Like, he went big dogs on this.
Oh, yeah.
So because of his freaking skills, and I think about that also in the sense of dancing.
That's what when you say it, my mind immediately rushes there.
Yeah.
So I'm imagining him like, and the Air Force is like, that boy's a freak.
Yeah, he really gets his freak on. And they said it like that with, that intensity.
You ever seen him drop his eagle? He got his eagle on, girl.
He's doing his Tootsie Roll. So he has these freaking skills. Just freaking. It took the Air Force a really long time to find him because of those freaking skills.
You love that.
I do. They thought at first, they're like, this is an Eastern European spy.
No,
gotta be
advanced in terms of what he's doing, or because of how he's running
everything.
Stuff? Okay,
everything. And so they thought he was working for the Chinese intelligence agency.
Oh, the usual suspects.
Yeah, and they're like, you know what, pal? You're a freak, and you almost started World War III. And he was like,
freaking World War III.
Started freaking World War III, and he was like, I'm freaking out of here. So Bevan says later that a Pentagon source told him that he was like the single biggest threat to world peace since Hitler.
Wow.
He's like
way to not overstate it,
He walked into the door of the Department of Exaggeration and was like, can I get a statement? So
looking for a headline, sir.
He was working with a partner, a 16-year-old named Richard Price, who went by the handle Data Stream Cowboy.
He should have gone by Daddy Stream Cowboy.
I would unplug that computer so fast. Data Stream Cowboy, get out of here. So initially, all the charges, he's Matthew Bevan facing maybe 15 years in prison.
Okay.
But after around 18 months, the case gets dropped. And it was decided that it just wasn't in the public interest to prosecute him.
So they flipped him, and they're like, you're going to work for us now.
I think he knew too much, Zaron.
Yes.
Data Stream Cowboy, what's his deal? He took a deal. He paid, a fine.
His parents paid a fine.
In essence. By the time of the show The Heist, Matthew Bevan was working as a computer security consultant. And it's not really clear what, if anything, he does right now.
He is a white hat hacker.
Yeah, he's living his best life now. Let's take a break. I need to soak up some information from these advertisers.
I have this wallet, and I don't know what to do with it.
Lighten it. It's so heavy in my pocket. When we come back, I'm going to fill you in on the rest of the crew.
Sweet.
Zaron.
Yeah, what up, Elizabeth?
Zaron.
Elizabeth.
We're talking about a British TV show.
The Heist.
What is this?
The Heist.
The Heist.
Sorry.
That was so good. What is this television to which you refer?
I'm glad you asked. So starting in the late 40s, there was this invention that became very popular where people could watch a program that was a visual and sound combined. And it was much like a movie, but in your home. And they had this box. Now there are screens, and it's called television. Now we also call it streaming, so it can get a little confusing.
That sounds interesting. I'll have to check that out sometime.
You would probably like it.
Maybe. I don't know. I'm not really.
I don't know. You're not really the kind.
Yeah. So The Heist. Say it again in the accent.
The Heist.
I love it. I was telling you about this amazing crew of ridiculous criminals. Up next, Tabby Smith.
Yeah, Terry.
Anytime someone's name is Terry, I have the absolute desire, and then I actually do it and I can't stop, of calling them Tabby. Why?
It's because of Barry, right?
Oh, yeah, I guess. I don't watch TV, so I wouldn't know.
You wouldn't know where these influences are streaming from.
No. Tabby Smith, born in 1959. Again, EastEnder.
I'm noticing a pattern here.
He had a difficult childhood, and he was involved in a lot of petty crime as a kid.
Start him young.
Yep. He said that when he was a teen, his best friend's dad took him and then his friend, this guy's son, aside and told them something along the lines of like, if you're going to commit crimes, you need to make sure you do it right or you'll get caught. So basically, Zaron...
Father knows best. Yes.
Basically, Zaron was his friend, and that was your dad giving the advice.
Basically going, look, there are three components to a crime.
So the friend's dad, a.k.a. your dad...
My pops, go on.
Then proceeded to teach them all about criming. Just criming it up all over town.
You see that, boys? There's some good criming over there.
Fresh crime.
Keep your head on a swivel.
Terry, when they asked him about the whole experience, he said, quote, "It was a good education from a criminal point of view."
He was very good at teaching about crime.
Exactly.
I still can't read.
So Terry learned a lot. He committed a ton of robberies in the 80s, but it wasn't until 83 that he was finally caught. And he was found guilty and sentenced to 15 years in prison. November 1984, while being transferred to another prison, Tabby, with the help of that same childhood friend of his, Zaron, escaped and went back to Canning Town, living publicly as a supermarket manager named Andrew. Andy. He was living his true self.
Yeah, and I'm so proud and happy for him.
Enjoying his journey.
We came up from the bottom.
You did.
Now
and now look
at
you. You're a supermarket manager named Andrew. But at the same time, he's pulling the old Chris Gaines, Garth Brooks, because he's also robbing a bunch of banks.
Yeah.
While living as Andrew.
You can take the boy out of the crime world.
Exactly. His criming runs deep. So 1986, he was escaping via motorbike after a robbery, chased by a civilian who followed him down and rammed his bike.
See, now when you said that, I pictured the civilian was on foot. I'm like, that's a brave Brit.
Oh my God, just like puts his head down.
Just chasing him.
Like, you know what?
Like arms at his sides,
I'm
like
doing
Mr. Bean or something.
Truth, Justice, and the Queen. And then just like headbutts the bike.
Stiff upper lip.
No, it's just a good do-gooder looking to get involved in stuff that wasn't his business. Tabby, he wakes up in a hospital bed with a really bad leg injury and the police nearby, ready to arrest him.
Or he's not like handcuffed to the bed.
No, they were just like waiting. Like one of them
with
was
tea, so British.
The one standing there, all respectable, and then another one is sort of squatting on top of a chest of drawers, like a gargoyle, and just rubbing his hands and drooling. And they're like, "Oh boy,
Inspector, please come down.
Please get down from there." So Terry gets 16 years in prison, gets released on parole in 95. And after his release, he's like, "You know what? I am renouncing crime. Criming is no longer for me." What is this criming of which you speak?
I divorce crime.
2003, he publishes a book called The Art of Armed Robbery, the true story of Britain's most infamous armed robber.
This is the thing they don't tell young writers, which is if you want to become a writer, there are a lot of paths, but one of them is become a criminal, go to prison, get out, write a book.
It
is a guaranteed path to becoming an author.
It's a good way to do it.
If you can finish the sentence.
I can't, so there goes my shot. I just displayed for you. He also published a book called Two Strikes and You're Out.
Ooh,
in 2005. I guess because they don't know baseball. And then another book called Blaggers, Inc., Britain's Biggest Armed Robberies. He published that in 2008.
That was like Robbers, Inc.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, I got you.
So besides the heist, he also appeared on Inside the Perfect Bank Robbery. So he's just, spreading it around. And he was also a consultant on a Spike Lee film.
The Inside Man?
Which one do you think? Inside Man?
That'd be my guess. It's the bank robbery one.
Crooklyn. No, it was the Inside.
I totally believe you. I remember going, did he tell Keitel what to do?
It was the Inside Man.
Okay.
Good. You're smart. 2010, 6 years after appearing on the heist, Terry gets found guilty of conspiracy to rob and conspiracy to possess firearms with intent to commit robberies. I thought he renounced crime.
Maybe he wasn't good at it. He was like, I'm trying to, but it's so sticky. It stays on me.
It was like quicksand. The more you fight it.
I try to get out. It keeps pulling me back.
So here, what happened, you say?
What happened, Elizabeth?
Terry and his older brother, Len.
What had happened was, you replied,
they allegedly robbed security guards who handled cash of 172,000 pounds.
Okay.
Terry gets...
Did these security guards have gambling debts?
I think they were guarding the money.
I know, but I was saying, are they on the inside?
No.
Oh, okay.
Terry and Len just, cowboys out there.
Oh, right. Okay.
Terry gets 12 years in prison. Len acquitted. That's curious. Terry maintains his innocence through the whole thing. During the trial, he said he worked as a writer, a crime reporter, a TV consultant, but not a crime boy. And that's not a quote. And then
I'm not a crime boy.
But listen, they're like, yes. But we saw you. I'm not a crime boy. I'm a crime boy. They're like, why were you driving around behind this cash transit van?
Rock Nation,
taking notes. And he says, well, it's part of the research for my book, Blaggers Inc. Hello.
Yeah, I'm a writer.
He'll Pete Townsend defense. In 2016,
so bleak.
Thank you. He lost an appeal trying to prove that he'd been framed by police. So that's Terry.
Okay, Terry.
Next up, Peter Scott.
Peter.
He's born in Belfast as Peter Craig Gulston, February 1931.
He lost the Gulston in the war?
Yeah. I want to warn you now that I'm 100% going to do an episode on this cat. So this is a quick
okay,
bio.
Quick hit.
So Peter, by his teens, he's already stealing from wealthy homes in town.
Smart kid, better than stealing from poor homes.
Little cat burglarins. Around 22, he moves to London, changes his last name to Scott, continues to burgle. He learned from the master thief George Taters Chatham. He's all Taters.
Taters Chatham.
Taters, am I doing this right? And he's like,
Boy.
Yes.
Slower.
God. The 1965 movie He Who Rides a Tiger. Have you ever seen
classic,
that?
Yeah.
Okay. Starring Tom
Judi
Bell
Dench.
and Judi Dench. Lightly based on this dude's career. He was in jail when the film was released, so
I've
he
actually
didn't
never
get to
seen
go.
this film. I have no idea. I've never seen this film.
You had me so snowed on that. I was like, oh my God.
I just guessed Judi Dench,
I
too.
thought you'd seen... Get out of here. I thought you'd seen every movie ever made.
Nope.
Some of his alleged victims included Sophia Loren.
Oh.
Lauren Bacall.
Damn.
Zsa Zsa Gabor.
Son.
Was she the slapping one to Zsa Zsa? Or was that the other one?
I think that was Ava.
Anyway, Vivian Lee was another victim.
Wow.
He said he also broke into the homes of Betty Davis, Elizabeth Taylor, Anne Bancroft, Shirley Bassey.
How does he get all these addresses?
Maria Callas.
What do you know, Tony Curtis?
You know what? He got on one of those visit the
Star Maps
home. Yeah, the homes of the stars. And he just would jump off
the
double
top
decker
deck of the bus, just taking notes.
Scurry in, wait for the next bus, scurry back. Ginger Rogers.
Oh, one of my personal faves.
Yeah.
I mean, other than,
But he said on those, like the Betty Davis through Ginger Rogers, he didn't take anything because he said there wasn't anything worth stealing in their homes.
Ouch.
Burn out.
That's ice cold. You could put that on. If you had a burn and you were swelling, you could use that remark
pat it on there.
The burn.
Yeah, exactly.
Apply to the affected area.
Now, Sophia Loren did get hit. She was recorded saying that Peter had stolen a ruby necklace, a sapphire necklace, earring and ring set, an emerald necklace, diamond earrings, a diamond ring, and a 3-strand pearl necklace.
So she's got real international admirers giving real jewelry.
Can we talk about that list of incredible
collection.
jewels? Yeah. And he just lightened the load. He's like, you don't need this. You're so beautiful. You don't need it.
You're so beautiful. Give me those rocks.
It's just detracting from your beauty. So apparently he has stolen more than 30 million pounds worth of, and that's money, pounds sterling, not weight. Worth of,
Thank you for clarifying. I am simple.
I know. Jewelry, artwork, other valuables in his lifetime. He would buy himself a new suit before each job so that he wouldn't look out of place among the rich and famous.
I'm telling you, smart.
His exploits earned him the name the Human Fly.
I would reject that nickname. I would be like,
because he's just constantly rubbing his hands on his eyes and his face. And he just sits in poop all day. Anyway,
man.
he described himself as, quote, a man who has made all the mistakes that vanity, envy, and greed create.
Oh.
He's a character. He's amazing. In The Heist, he compares himself to Walter Mitty. And he said, quote, I was a victim of 1930s cinema, and I was always Jesse James. I was never the FBI.
Huh.
He says like that in his younger years, he was a little bondish, a little suave, a little handsome, a little horny, and a little dangerous.
Was he a lot of anything?
He was a little bit of sunshine. I don't know. He's everything. He wrote a memoir in 1995 called Gentleman Thief. He said that he had been, quote, sent by God to take back some of the wealth that the outrageously rich had taken from the rest of us.
You know Jesus' stance on wealth. I'm here doing the Lord's work.
That's like, did he write this in prison? It's like,
exactly.
I was doing the good work.
You see a bunch of prisoners going, speak on it, son, speak on it.
Well, he said his reasoning was, quote, the people I burgled got rich by greed and skullduggery. They indulged in the mechanics of ostentation. They deserved me and I deserved them.
So kind of like a get rich by the sword, get poor by the sword?
Pretty much. In 85, he did 4 years in jail.
That's not bad.
He gets out. He decides he's going to turn over a new leaf, renounce crime like they all do. What do you think he did? He did it for about a decade. What do you think he did?
He became a travel guide on the Chicago River Tour, and he would point out all of the places like the Chicago Museum, their Sears Tower.
No. He was a tennis coach.
Wow.
Yeah. 97, though, here's what happens. A friend of his steals a Picasso painting.
As one has one's friends do.
Tête de femme. He agrees. You know what? Okay, you stole this painting. I'm not the crimer here. You're the crimer. But I'm going to help you find a buyer for this. Get it off your hands. So what happens, though, is he walks into a sting. Like the whole thing was set up.
Was this set up in Europe with the FBI's art heist team?
I think it was.
Because I think I've read about the guy who did the sting.
Right. So here's my favorite part. He gets arrested and he recites a line from Invictus.
Yes, this is.
The Henley poem. Under the bludgeonings of chance, my head is bloody but unbowed.
Totally.
Yeah. So he pleads guilty. And then when he's 68, he gets sent to prison for another 3.5 years. Now, 2013, well after the show has ended, he dies at the age of 82.
It's better than before the show goes.
True. Before his ghost appears.
Real stiff presence.
I'm not like, I didn't want you to think that maybe in the middle of filming
they're just dragging him around.
Yeah,
we got to finish this.
When he passed away, he was bankrupt, and he said, "quote I gave all."
Aren't we all though?
Well, yeah, you can't take it with you. Yeah. He said, "quote I gave all my money to head waiters and tarts. Money well spent."
Tarts. When was the last time someone called anyone a tart?
I don't know, but we need to do it more. Last but not least, Arno Funke. If you want to know more about him, listen to that episode.
It's a banger.
Quick refresher. He's an extortionist, loves gadgets, animation.
Scrooge McDuck.
Loves Scrooge McDuck, a.k.a. Dagobert. Trains, bombs. We want the Funke.
Being drunk during crime.
Yeah, he did get drunk on that one. That's the crew. Zaron, so far, who's your favorite?
I gotta say, Arno Funke already is one of my tops, but of this crew, probably Terry.
Yeah, I like Tabby.
Yeah, I mean Joey Hemorrhoids is all right, but it's mostly just the nickname I gave him. I think that's what I like.
My sleeper favorite right now is Peter Scott.
Yeah, he's on the outside. Don't get me wrong, but it was the whole I spent all my money on tarts. And
that's
I'm like,
stuff.
all right, good.
When he said tarts, he was talking about little pies.
Yeah. Not the sweet tart candies.
No, he was going to Greg's the baker.
He's just got like no teeth, and he's just got all those candies.
All these candies. So what was I talking about today? The Heist.
Although, yes, that show, The Heist.
Yeah. Let me tell you about the show itself then.
Please.
The first episode was called Art Attack, and that aired December 7th, a day that shall live in infamy.
Not like a heart attack.
Well, yeah.
It's like a British joke.
Art,
but
I guess it
attack.
must be. Yeah, 2004. Art Attack.
Although then that would be Heart Attacks, right?
Yeah, Heart Attack.
Anyway, go on.
I'm so confused right now. The second one, £1 Million Car, December 14th. And then the third, Horse Trading, December 21st.
All right.
So let's start with Art Attack.
Art Attack.
So for their first task, the thieves have to steal painter Andrew Gifford's the view from the bandstand from the London Art Fair.
Right.
And they have to get an insurance payout on it.
Oh, so they have to steal it and then get away with it. I like
So
to see they understand. You have to do 3 parts of the crime.
Exactly. They've been listening
My pops
before
would
the
be so
show ever
proud.
existed. So the fair was held over the course of 4 days, January 14th through 18th, 2004, at the Business Design Center in London.
One of the nicest design centers in London.
So it's lovely. The building, 24/7 security, alarms on every door, bars on the windows, CCTV, a solid steel roof. They said it was impregnable.
So like, you couldn't get this building pregnant.
I was just gonna
Sorry.
say.
Sorry.
We're just thinking alike on this one.
Mind meld.
Impregnating buildings. Additionally, cars on the site all had to be registered, and visitors' bags were checked going in and out. So it's like going to the airport in this place, apparently. At the design center, they agreed to test their security via this heist. So the building's head of security and then the gallerist who were showing were also both aware of the attempt. None of the other security personnel knew that this was going on, the heist. The head of security said he was 95% confident the thieves would not get away with the crime. There's that sneaky 5% margin of error there.
There's always the unexpected.
Yeah. So the gallerist, he wanted to present a copy or bolt the painting to the wall, but was told you can't use any methods that you normally wouldn't have in place. So unless you're bolting everything to the wall and nothing in here is real, no. In their planning, Peter wanted to elegantly sneak in and grab the painting. That's like, his MO.
He'd buy a new suit, walk in, steal it. Okay.
Terry, your boy Terry, he wanted to ram open the back doors and basically do a smash and grab.
You see, my dude.
Peter called
He's like, I'm going to need a steamroller. I'm going to need a pack of dogs. What is this?
Exactly. Well, Peter hears his plan and is like, that's a little heavy-handed.
Remember, no damage, Terry.
What about Arno?
Oh.
Arno, he wants to get in there early as an artist and exhibit his own painting in order to gain access, create confusion before the thing even opens to the public, and then pull this like delightful, mischievous switcheroo. He looks so bemused and so unimpressed by the strong arm tactics or like the cat burglar machinations that the others are into.
I would love to see them looking at each other when they're coming up with their plans.
You can watch the show.
I want to see this.
It's like Arno has like a delightful Rube Goldberg absurdist scenario in that beautiful brain of his. It's hilarious. So anyway, hold on. What's that I'm hearing? It's ad time.
Oh.
Yeah. So when we come back, I'm going to tell you about how this and other episodes shake out. And we're back, Zaron.
Hey.
So Art Attack. Are you
Attack.
having an art attack right now? Episode 1.
Son, come on. What's it?
The gang.
Yes.
They need to somehow steal a painting from an exhibition at the London Art Fair, as I was
from the
saying.
bandstand painting.
Yep. Beautiful piece, by the way.
Yeah.
Absolutely beautiful.
Do know that one.
They've been plotting together at a pub, trying to puzzle out the best way to steal the painting and steal our hearts. Peter, Terry, Matthew, remember Computer Boy?
Yes.
They managed to get into the building while the show was being set up to scope things out. Matthew pretended to be a PR agent and got a guided tour. So smart. He was able to get his hands on a program too, and that showed exactly where the painting was going to be displayed, so they didn't have to poke around. Terry and Peter, they attend the show's opening night along with 4,000 other people. Terry soon discovers that a window in the stairwell at the back of the building, which is also not too far from the painting, the bars were on the inside, not the outside, and the window also happened to be a CCTV blind spot. So it's like making all these notes.
Yeah.
The second night, Arno, Funke, and Terry, they went to the window with the intent of cutting the inside lock with bolt cutters. So they're going to jimmy the window, whatever. A security guard was reading a paper in the stairwell on the floor above them, and so they knew that cutting it would make too much noise. So instead, Terry just unlocked the window's locks and hoped no one would notice, and then they'd come back first thing in the morning and come in from the outside. Zaron.
Elizabeth.
Close your eyes.
Oh, yes.
I want you to picture it. There you are, walking to work at 5 a.m. Where do you work? Well, Zaron.
A fish shop?
You're the manager of the tanning shop Islington. It's good, steady work, and you're a believer in the restorative powers of skin cancer.
Oh, that kind. I was thinking leather.
No, tanning. You're making people into leather.
Okay, so I just go in and go, look at me. Do you like to do this?
Yeah, exactly. The shop doesn't open for hours, but you want to get in early because you don't think the people who closed up last night fully sanitized the beds. You're a morning person anyway. What do you care? So before you get to work, you decide to stop in at a newsagent's and get yourself a copy of the Daily Mail, which is your favorite.
That's what I do.
And the latest issue of Radio Times, so you know what time your stories are going to be on. And maybe a couple candy bars.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so we know how you roll.
Get one of those marathon bars.
Exactly. There you are, walking down the empty sidewalk, opening up one of your chocolates when you hear the clank of a ladder. Two men, window washers, it seems, are over at the Business Design Center across the street from your tanning salon. You watch as one of them, who looks straight out of a Guy Ritchie movie. He's got slick back hair that you can see even under a ball cap, strong East End accent. He climbs the ladder that they've propped up against the windows above a service entrance. The other window washer mutters something in like a lilting German accent, adjusts his little wire-rimmed glasses, and then chuckles to himself. The first window washer, he starts jimmying open one of the windows. This doesn't seem quite right.
That's not how window washing works.
The window washers, this is weird. They trade places then. Curious.
Also, it's really early in the morning.
It's really early. The German slips into the window and scurries off into the building. And the hard man is now at the top of the ladder, and he starts sort of like half-heartedly wiping a window pane with a rag. Like, it's just so worst window washers ever. So not long after, the German returns carrying what looks like kind of like a painting or a poster or something. He hands it off to the hard man, who gingerly comes down the ladder. They seem almost giddy, but also nervous. They take the ladder and off they go into that pre-dawn light, speed walking to a nearby van, pulling off into traffic. Zaron, you've just witnessed Terry and Arno steal the painting.
Good on you, lads.
Now, off you go to the tanning shop to open up and get ready for business.
I've got bodies to burn.
As to the painting, they couldn't find any reputable gallerist who was going to buy this thing, right? So they initially tried to get money from the insurance company. However, negotiations fell apart pretty quickly, and the money collection was never attempted.
So was the insurance company in on the fact that the show was... Like, were they aware that what they were insuring was under attack?
Yeah.
Okay.
Here's the thing. If this wasn't a show and was an actual criminal enterprise, the painting probably would have been traded around among criminals, never, maybe
Paying
turned
off
up.
Debts.
Yeah, it could turn up decades down the road. They'd be like, oh, that's what happened to it, but they don't know how it got to where. But, that's not what can happen on a TV show. So the only ones in this whole thing who got what they needed were the folks running the center, because they know how
their security failed.
Yeah, exactly.
And how?
So it really wasn't a victory for the crew because they weren't able to unload that painting.
And that was what the requirement.
Yeah.
All
So
right.
then we get to episode 2, £1 million car.
Not a weight.
No, it's the biggest car in the world. I want you to please note that I could only find the audio for this episode. These episodes are not easy to find, by the way.
I bet not.
So I just had to listen to it. Bear with me. In the second episode, the gang's trying to steal a one-of-a-kind TVR car prototype from the Earl's Court Motor Show.
Oh, the British TVR company, right. They make those little, like in the Detectorist, that yellow Triumph.
Yes, yes. And they need to transport it. A Detectorist, is that a TV show?
Yeah, I'm sorry, you probably wouldn't have ever heard of it.
I don't watch TV.
You would like it, though, if you ever watched a TV.
I've heard it's a really great show, but since I don't watch TV.
You should check out the TV sometime.
I will. I'll write that down. Check out TV. They needed to steal this car and take it to Belgium, because I guess it would be easier to sell there.
Huh.
They had loose morals.
And they didn't want to do the whole stereotype of take this to Eastern Europe.
Yeah, I guess. So the car was going to be on display for only one day at this car show.
All right.
And then it's going to be taken by truck to RAF Bentwater Park, which is a former British Air Force base. The car did have a tracking device, but it would only activate after the car was reported stolen.
Okay.
So they're not just watching it, go about its daily business and into the bathroom and then, back out. So Why are you shaking your head at me? The team, they determine, right? They analyze, they determine that stealing the car from the show is too risky. There are too many people, too many cameras.
Get it in transit.
Yeah. So the former Air Force Base storage location seemed to be more promising, but the front entrance had, quote, military-style defenses.
Yeah, no, get it in transit.
Yeah. And the thieves
Fast and the
didn't
Furious
know.
taught me this.
Well, the thieves didn't know which of the 22 hangars the car would be in
Exactly.
anyway.
You know where it is in transit.
Yeah. Now, the head of security, aware of the show, aware of the potential for theft.
Aware of Fast and the Furious movie.
Yes, that is actually something I'm not aware of.
Oh,
I don't know.
Make a mental note.
Yeah.
I will have to tell you about
I think
those.
you do. The head of security added an infrared wall in front of the hangar that would house the car. Because he's like, I know what these cats are up to.
I'm just going to make a laser wall.
Yeah, just use lasers. He also set up a decoy alarm system inside the hangar, and destroying it wouldn't stop the real alarm from going off and reaching him remotely.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Smart.
So here's the thing, though. The back gate to the base, no security.
They're like, we're going to cover 3 of the 4 walls.
Yeah, and so the gang's like, well, I think I know how we're getting in here.
Through the floor.
Through the open gate in the back.
Oh, right. Yeah, that one. Okay.
So they decided to I love this. They set up a fake guard station
Oh, that's good.
to stop the driver and then steal the truck in transit.
Telling you.
So the TVR is going to get to the base around like 5 p.m. If it hadn't arrived by 6, the tracker gets turned on. So the day of the car show, Matthew, computer boy, he stuck a tracker onto the transport truck.
Mm-hmm.
And then when the truck was close to the base, he sent the driver a message via the TVR memo system. So he hacks the memo system. Go to the back gate in front instead of the front.
Nice.
Perfect. So they need someone to play the fake security guard. So they get Joey Pyle's son, Mitch.
Mitch Pyle.
Mitch Pyle. Just Pile of Mitch. Mitch has to be the fake backgate security guard.
Okay.
According to the show, Mitch's day job was, quote, a minder, looking after rock bands including Black Grape and Oasis.
Whoa, wow. They
Amazing,
got like one
right?
of Oasis roadies, essentially.
Yes. So the driver pulls up, stops at the back gate. Mitch answers a fake phone call and tells the driver that his boss is on the line. The driver leaves the truck to take the call, and Mitch kidnaps him.
Oh.
It's not violent, no weapons, and he didn't break the driver in half, so there's no broken...
I thought he was going to take the truck. He's like, no, I'll take the driver.
That's the driver. So then Terry Smith, right? Tabby, he's like, tie him up.
Yeah.
I wanted to tie this guy up. The show was like, nah, that's a little violent.
Terry, settle down.
Yeah,
My man's like, but this is crime.
The producers come out and tell the driver, you're in no danger. This is part of a TV show. This relaxes him. He's like, okay, fine. So the driver's out of the truck. 1 or 2 of the thieves, this is where like I couldn't see it. I could only hear it. They drove the car to the ferry headed for Belgium. They were also somehow able to stop the tracker from tracking, but like I couldn't.
They use like a Faraday cage.
I guess.
Some kind of like electromagnetic interference.
Yeah, the problem is that like sometimes there's voiceover on the show, sometimes there's like screen stuff. I don't know.
Sometimes there's voiceover in your head.
Well, there's always that.
It's like, witches talk.
It's all break the computer. So the show like acknowledges, you know what? If this would have been an actual theft, police would have like looked for DNA, fingerprint evidence, alerting all the ports and that kind of stuff. So it would be more difficult to leave the country, but they got away with this one. They got it to Belgium. Well done, chaps. Now that takes us to episode 3.
All right.
Horse trading.
1-1 so far.
Okay, I could only find this episode with no sound.
I found this one referenced in a telegram.
It was insane. There's no sound. I have searched high and low on the whole internet, all the tubes.
Okay, so you watched one that had sound and picture.
Yeah.
You watched one that had no picture, and you watched one that had no sound.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And then you're looking at me who has no friends, who spent
And never
days
watches
doing
TV.
this. Yeah. And so this is the first time I'd ever watched TV. I'm like, oh, there's both sound and picture.
You're like, how does this work? Is it
knows?
always with the sound?
Who's to say? So no sound. So I'm just watching it. And there is a lot of voiceover in these shows. So I have no idea. Yeah, whatever. And there are no captions because this is
It's
like.
not a silent movie.
You know how I found them, though? There's like a Matthew Bevan associated website. And he has these links to these YouTube, uploads, but they're all jacked up.
Like, here, check my link tree.
Yeah. So there's no captions for me. I'm not a good lip reader, and I can't.
You didn't do like the auto-generate subtitles.
You can't. There's no audio for it to.
Right.
It's just picture.
That would not make no sense.
Yeah. So I'm just sitting there watching Joey Pyle lay it on thick and sidle up to the pub table. He's wearing like this time in this episode, he's got aviator glasses on and like a ton of gold chains and like a dress shirt that's super unbuttoned. And it looks like he's been hanging out at your tanning salon, by the way. He looks greasy. Nice
Just got
work.
back from Spain.
Yeah. So Arno Funke, he's wearing like a Burberry scarf and looking skeptical while riding an escalator into the underground. And then Matthew Bevan looks skeptical and shakes his head while watching a video of some sort of negotiation.
Okay.
Everyone just looks skeptical the whole time.
I like this description of stuff you've just seen. Go on.
So here's what I cobbled together.
You're just going to tell me what they were shooting looks at each other the whole time?
Oh, yeah, no, there's
Okay.
a lot of like, and it looks like maybe there are some alliances being made because they do kind of talk garbage on each other in the first episode of like, oh, I don't think he's very good.
Yeah, of course. It's like a reality
So
show.
by episode 3, they're skeptical.
Yeah.
From what I can tell. And then I think that they're starting to kind of break off, and I don't think they like Peter. But maybe that's someone else.
Had
I
any
don't
of them earned an immunity from being kicked off the criminal crew?
Probably, but I couldn't hear it.
Okay, just
So
wondering.
they didn't have any like large signs that said so. So from my time in the silence and then also various press reports, the object of the game was that the thieves needed to kidnap a 1 million pound racehorse. That's money, not weight.
Thank you.
Lucky Harry from his stable and collect the ransom.
Lucky Harry. Sorry.
Lucky Harry.
I'll stop.
Terry Smith, he said, quote, this isn't something I read, not listened to.
Okay, I was wondering. Like, wait a minute.
I got really good at lip reading. He said, quote, to be honest, getting hold of the horse was the easy part. We had someone on the inside. The tricky bit was trying to get our hands on the ransom money without getting caught. The bag of money, it is so hard to follow when there's no audio. It is so hard. And I was just like, it was hard to hold my attention, but I just kept doing it.
I'm staring at it.
Yeah.
Make sense of pictures.
Staring in silence. So they have this bag of money, and I was assuming it's the ransom, and they're going to put it in a dumpster.
Okay.
Now, Arno Funke's involved. So he shows up, Arno and Terry, they show up, and they're in these like weird Moto Frogman costumes and helmets.
Moto Frogman? Like they're wearing flippers and helmets and a scuba tank?
No scuba tank, but and no flippers, but they're wearing like what look like wetsuits.
Huh.
And like a life preserver, or is it a bulletproof vest? Because this also isn't shot in like
so like one
HD.
of those like Kevlar vests that big wave surfers wear?
Kind of, yeah.
Okay.
But then like helmets, like motorcycle helmets. And
so they're gonna like go and like steal a horse and then surf away at Nazaré and like use one of those 100-foot waves to get away.
Well, they show up. I have no idea what's going on at this point. But our man Arno, he got the money out of a false back or bottom panel, something.
Oh, his favorite move.
Without classic Arno. So they're like underneath, and these guys put the money in this dumpster thing, and then he jimmies it open from beneath. But why were they dressed like that? Well, now we're getting to the very best part.
Oh, does it involve like sewers or waterway escapes?
They escaped on a jet ski.
There we go.
A jet ski, Zaron.
Solid.
It's peak Arno, and then peak Terry.
Yeah, well,
peak
Terry
ridiculous.
loved it. Going fast and being ridiculous.
Oh, and Terry's piloting it, and Arno's hanging on behind like his old lady. And so
slightly bemused, slightly irritated.
And it's like in a river,
German.
like a canal, and he's like peeling out.
Yeah.
And then he dumps Arno. Arno jumps off.
Throwing up like a rooster tail.
Oh, totally. Because then he's got Arno, and he's like, and they're silent giggling is the way I put it, and they're thrilled and just chuffed. And he pulls up on the side of this brick embankment, and Arno jumps off and scurries away with the money. And then Terry just like gets wicked, like he's
like I'm gonna
just
do another
like,
hour out here while we got this.
He just keeps tearing down the river and like swishing it up. It's pretty cool, in silence. So anyway. That's how this all wrapped up with this absolute whimper. It looked like they got away with it.
Okay.
But I can't confirm because it was.
They at least did a wicked jet ski routine.
Oh, to close out with a jet ski?
Yeah.
Give me a break. So, Zaron, what's your ridiculous takeaway?
My ridiculous takeaway is I'm going to, next time we watch something together, turn off the sound and ask you to tell me what is going on.
Well, you can't because I don't watch TV.
Yeah,
so.
I know. So I'm just going to have to time this really well and get lucky. And hopefully maybe you've had some kind of leg injury and you're already seated. I can just turn on a TV.
I'm stuck in Ridiculous Crime headquarters.
Yeah.
You forced me to. I'll
What's
have to
yours?
say, I would start watching television if they had more shows like this.
Clear some time in your
I
schedule.
would.
There's a bunch of stuff out there you may like.
Wow. That's it. That's all I have. You can find us online at Ridiculous Crime on both Twitter, where we often have weekend crime-themed puzzles, and then Instagram, where we show you what we're trying to describe here. Email us if you want to at ridiculouscrime.com. Tune in next time. Ridiculous Crime is hosted by Elizabeth Dutton and Zaron Burnett. Produced and edited by Lost Herzog love child Dave Kustin. Research is by freaker extraordinaire Marissa Brown. The theme song is by spray tan lobbyist Thomas Lee and Travis Dutton. Executive producers are head of Bad Guy Programming Ben Bolin and Vice President of Criminal Development Noel Brown.
Ridiculous crime.
Say it one more time.
Ridiculous crime.
Ridiculous Crime is a production of iHeartRadio. For more podcasts from iHeartRadio, visit the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen to your favorite shows.